What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Raiga YouTube channel. And in this video, we're going to be looking at the month ahead for all the Aries Sun signs. That's right, if you were born between March 21st and April 19th, happy birthday, by the way. It might be belated, might not be here yet, but it's coming soon. So happy birthday to all my Aries friends out there. And we're going to be looking at the month ahead, the month of April 2017. And we're going to take a look at the energies that we're likely to find for all those born under the Aries Sun sign. So now, keep in mind that astrology and your charts are very complex, and you may have all sorts of different energies affecting you. But this is just going to be for the sun sign people. And I want to take a look at the month ahead. We're going to see what energies you're carrying into this month and what you're going to be learning in the next month ahead. So this is going to be a fun spread to take a predictive look at what you can expect in the coming 30 days. So let me ask the question to the cards. I'm using the Druidcraft Tarot. And we're going to ask, what can Aries expect in the next month, in the month of April? All right, let me cut the deck. This is an 8-card spread that I created, and I found it to be very, very effective. So let's see here. Gonna have to move my soda light. Come with me, soda light. Doesn't all quite fit on the screen, but we're going to look at the energies separately. So, all right, let me take an overview of this spread first and foremost and see what we got here. We got a lot of court cards, I'm noticing. We've got one major arcana. Okay, a lot of swords energy, a lot of cups energy, a lot of wands energy. All right, so let's look at the first card here. This is the energy of last month, the month of March. And we've got the King of Wands. I'm getting the sense that, the wands are a fire card, a fire element, and Aries, you guys are very fire, you're a fire sign, and you've got a lot of explorative energy. Is that a word, explorative? I think I just made that word up. But you guys like to explore, you like to take charge, you guys like to charge into the unknown, and I think last month you probably were feeling very in your element. I think March was a very good time for you. You were able to take some leadership abilities, which I think is in a lot of your motivations, is to take charge, be a leader, head into unknown places. And the King of Wands is the person who does that. And I'm getting the feeling that last month you really were in your element. So March felt like a good month for a lot of you. And you were able to be looked up to, which is another thing that I get the sense that a lot of you are motivated by. So positions of leadership, people looking up to you, being able to be adventurous. These are all things that kind of came together for you last month. And so I'm getting the sense that March was a very good time, and you're coming off of a kind of a high a little bit. Things just went so well in March that you're hoping to continue these energies into the future. So I'm getting the feeling that March was very good for most of you. All right, now our current energies, we've got the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, again, another fire element. We've got the fire going on here. And I'm getting the feeling that the fire energy that you had from last month is still going on, but it's softened a little bit. You've grown a little bit more mature, a little bit more understanding of others around you. I get the feeling that maybe you came on a little strong last month for the people around you. A lot of people were kind of, just taken aback by how powerful you can be when you're in your element. And I think at this time, things are kind of cooling down a little bit. You're still in your element. You're still having a lot of fun being a leader and exploring new avenues. And I think the current energies, though, have softened a little bit from last month. Things seem to be slowing down just a tad bit. Not really. I mean, you're still in that position of leadership, and I'm getting the feeling that, you know, things have stayed pretty steady so far. But I think you are the one who's also softening around the edges. So that's good. That's the current energies. This is the energy of next month, the predominant energy of next month. I'm getting the feeling now that April is going to be a time for you to kind of definitely slow down and kind of take stock of where you're at and where the energies of the previous month have taken you. And I think slowing down for you guys, for the Aries, is kind of like it's like getting a job you hate. You know what I mean? You don't want to be cooped up in the office. You don't want to be restricted in any way. And I think you might allow ego thoughts to enter that are not going to exactly serve you. So be very careful in the next month what kind of thoughts you're having. Pay attention to your thoughts. Are they ones of exploration, of paving new ways, or are they kind of negative ego thoughts of reasons why you can't do the things you love? So in the next month, I want to really encourage all of you Aries people to really be cognizant and be aware and be very mindful about what kind of thoughts you're allowing to consume you. And I'm getting a sense that things may change in the next month, and it's going to be kind of a transition period for you where it's going to take some getting used to, and you're not going to have that same fire, go attitude around you that you were hoping to have and you have been having the last few months. So I'm getting the feeling that you really need to be careful about the thoughts that you're having in the next month, in the month of April. All right, this is what to hold on to next month. So next month, it's going to be very important in the month of April that you maintain your optimism. If things don't go your way, I think you guys need to remember that you want to be out in the sun. You want to be out and open and optimistic, and that's the kind of Aries spirit that the sun embodies, is being optimistic in the face of adversity. So I think you want to keep that passion, that fire that's within you, within all of you Aries people, because it's going to get you through those hard times. It's going to be you're going to be the light in the darkness for others, because people always look up to you because you're a pioneer. And so I think that holding on to that energy and reminding yourself from time to time that you are a leader and you are resourceful, and no matter what the situation, you're going to prosper because you maintain a positive outlook. That's something that you really need to focus on for the next month, because things are not always going to go your way. And if you allow things to bog you down and sap your energy, then you're just not going to feel 100%. You're not going to feel great. You're not going to feel inspired, and that could take a toll on you. So be sure that you're embodying the sun energy, and so hold on to that. Hold on to your leadership ability and that drive to be a leader and to pave the way for others. Okay, this is going to be your biggest hurdle for the month of April. We have the Princess of Swords. And I'm getting the feeling that there's going to be some communication issues. A lot of you are so forceful that you haven't really developed your communication skills as much as you've developed your will and your passion. So I think a large hurdle for a lot of you is going to be communicating your emotions effectively. I'm also getting the feeling that perhaps some of you are going to look introspectively, and you might not like what you see, and a lot of you may tend to bottle that up, since you may struggle a little bit with communication. So I think it's very important that you all kind of be honest with yourselves and be honest with others. Deceit is not going to get you anywhere. Try to be honest with yourself and with others as much as possible, because it's going to open up a clearer line of communication. And the better you can express yourself, the more action you're going to be able to put into this world, because you're going to have the help of people behind you. But if you're going to be kind of closed off and aloof and not really sharing yourself effectively, then that kind of turns people off and kind of hurts you in the long run. So I think a big hurdle for the month of April is going to be trying to keep those lines of communication open and clear so that you express yourself in the way that you really want to, so that you get what you want. This is what to let go of. We have the Six of Swords. I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you were hoping to travel and to go on an adventure or a vacation. But I think this card is telling us to remember that you don't have to go anywhere to have an adventure. In our society, a lot of the times we get it's pounded into us that, oh, you have to go somewhere to experience life, go to Hawaii, go climb a mountain. But there's adventure all around us. And if you're restricting yourself to traveling in order to find that adventure that you Aries so desperately seek, then you're really limiting yourself and you're kind of putting yourself in a box. So I think this card right now is telling me that there's adventure all around you. Do not feel that you have to spend a lot of money to go somewhere and have a good adventure. There's mountains around you, or there's beaches around you, or there's swamps around you. There's places all around you that you probably haven't explored yet. So go explore that, or have a social adventure. Hang out with people that you're not usually accustomed to hanging out with, a different group of people. That might be the catalyst for adventure. Or try some new sport or new hobby that you've never tried before. That's another way to have an adventure. So don't restrict yourself to getting on an airplane or in a boat or in a car. That's not the only way to have adventure. Go seek out adventure wherever you think that it might be hiding. So that's what to let go of. That whole idea that adventure comes from an airplane ride. All right, these are the people around you for the month of April. And we have the Three of Cups. Oh, this is a great card. I think there's going to be a lot of merriment, a lot of joy, a lot of celebration this month. People are going to be drawn to you. You're in that leadership role. People look up to you as Aries because you're a trailblazer. You're doing things that they wouldn't normally do, and people see that and they're like, "Wow, I gotta hitch my wagon to his." Wait, horse? I don't know what you hitch a wagon to, but you hitch it to something and then you go with that person. It's an antiquated expression. Don't ask me why I just said that. Anyway, but you know what I mean. People really are attracted to those people who are adventurous, and I think you're gonna make new friends this month. Possibly, if you seek adventure in a new way, I think that might show that. That might prove to be a great way to make new friends and or build old friendships. You could take your old friends on new adventures and bond together in a new way. So the Three of Cups right now is a very good card in my opinion for the people around you, because who doesn't want great friends and great company and celebration? So the month of April's looking pretty good for you. The last card, the card that I've left turned over here, is the biggest lesson you are going to learn this April, this next month. And we've got the Wheel. Okay, so this card tells me that there's going to be some ups and downs. That the high you're feeling off the last month and the one that you're currently on, it may go away. And I hate to say this, but the Seven of Swords is telling me that you're going to enter a period of maybe just introspection and maybe some negativity entering your mind space. And the biggest lesson that you have is to remember that everything's a roller coaster, guys. There's ups and there's downs. You can't always be at the top and you can't always be at the bottom. There's always going to be variations in how you're feeling and how you're doing and the situations around you. And it's important to remember that, when you're down, things will change. And when you're at the top, you really have to remember to enjoy it. So if things change for you in the negative way, then don't get discouraged. Remember that you need to hold on to your optimism. Hold on to that light that is inside all of you, that fire that just wants to rage. And even when you're at your lowest point, or what you think is a really low point, remember that what's inside of you never changes. So use your energy, use your power, use your beautiful nature to pull yourself out of the negative slumps and bring yourself back to the top of the wheel where everything is fine and dandy and you're celebrating with friends. Okay, so overall I'm definitely gonna say that things might be changing for you, Aries. It seemed like things are going really well in the past. I mean, just a disclaimer, I mean, this won't apply to everyone. You know, not all Aries are in the same situation, but for the most part, the most of you seem to be really embracing your role in the past month and even now. But it seems like things might take a little turn for some of you, so don't get discouraged. You guys are a very resilient group, and you're going to pull through it as long as you can remember your power. Work on communication. That's an important thing. You don't want to shut yourself off to others. You really want to talk it through, and the friends will appreciate that. So I think your friends will definitely appreciate you being open with them, and it's going to build the bond between you guys. Also, seek adventure, but you don't have to go on a trip to find adventure, guys. Adventures all around us, and remember that the roller coaster ride of life is forever undulating. So just because you're at the bottom, just because you're feeling bad, doesn't mean it's going to stay. Find your personal power and embrace it. So that is Aries for the month of April. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you want a more personalized reading, I have an Etsy shop that you can go check out. You can get this same reading, but more tailored specifically for you. And I've got some great deals on that. In fact, for the month of April, I want to offer you guys 50% off all readings in my shop. Just use the promo code FriendsAndFam50. I'll put that on the screen so you can see. Half off all the readings for this month only. So get on top of that before it's too late. So I hope you guys will take advantage of that. And I want to thank you for sticking with me. Aries, you guys are dynamos, and you're gonna have a great month, whether things work out for you or not. You're always going to stay the way you are, which is a great thing. So I salute you, Aries, and I hope you have a great month. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.